Hi, I'm Julian Gollop, the Creative Director of Phoenix Point and the CEO of Snapshot Games. I have some major news to share. We have signed a deal with Epic Games to bring Phoenix Point exclusively to the Epic Game Store for its first year of release on PC and Mac.
Hello, everybody. My name is Fico, and today I'll talk to you guys a little bit about betrayal. The word betrayal, kind of big word, isn't it? Kind of like, okay, what's going on? You were gonna do something for me, all of a sudden you betray me, and it was like you did something else completely different. Favorite betrayal was Tommy Wiseau's betrayal. He said he was fed up with this world. I'm fed up with this world. Everybody betray me. Everybody betray me. This is not one of those betrayals, ladies and gentlemen. This is a symbolic betrayal. And a literal betrayal as well, too. This is a story of a developer, a game that was crowdfunded, a platform, and a lot of angry backers. Pull these two things down, relax a little bit. We can take a look. You can observe with me what I mean. So, what we have here is Phoenix Point. Phoenix Point is a game I only just found out about like a day ago. This game is a spiritual successor to the XCOM games. Now, XCOM is an old property, and it got revitalized in the 2010s with a couple of XCOM games. And, well, it wasn't enough. Because one of the original creators, or the creator of XCOM, opened up a game studio, and they decided to do crowdfunding, where not just on top of the crowdfunding, they also got about $2 million, I think. And, well, they were able to successfully raise the money. A bit more context. The studio's called Snapshot Games, and this is the boy. This is the CEO of this company. Now, it has two founders. The CEO, Julian Gollop, and David Kay is the president. Now, we're going to focus on Julian Gollop because he's kind of like a Chris Roberts kind of deal. Like the guy that shaped Wing Commander and used that to get everybody excited for Star Citizen. Well, Julian Gollop has worked with 8-Bit Classics, according to the site, like Chaos and Rebel Star, but he designed the XCOM UFO defense game. He's also responsible with being a game designer for Ubisoft Sofia. He worked on Shadow Wars, Ghost Recon Shadow Wars for the 3DS. And he was creative director for the first year of Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. But his big project was he created his own game studio along with David. Why am I calling you Devin? David Kay, where they went to Big. Big is a funding site similar to Kickstarter, but it has a lot of extra benefits. As you, a backer, get to also get a bit of the proceeds of the game's sales because you're directly investing in this game. They were asking for $500,000 and they got $765,000. Now, I'm here on this site because I wanted to talk about the FAQ. These are things that people have already discussed. However, this is where the pivotal thing. In fact, this was done a while back. This campaign was done about 2 years ago almost. And it was succeeded on June 7th, 2017. Will this game be on Steam? Yes, it will be on Steam and will provide Steam keys to backers. Will this game be on goodoldgames.com? Yes. What do you think happened afterward? This happened. The Epic Game Store. All right. Aside from this being one of the most unappealing game store websites I've ever seen, but you can get free games like every 2 weeks. And of course, if you are a developer, the big incentive of the Epic Game Store is you get a lot of the money from the sales of your game. And of course, you will not be charged for upkeep. You'll also be even given perks, I think, if you'll use Unreal Engine. So a lot of people have been jumping to the Epic Game Store. Most famously, Metro Exodus, which 3 weeks, the dickheads, 3 weeks before the game came out, they then decided to sell out to Epic and go to the Epic Game Store, which justifyingly so got a lot of people mad. And trust me when I tell you, you'll never get them back. Some people are choosing not to go with this. They'll wait the year. Some people who did pre-order this game while it was still on Steam, they were able to get it through Steam apparently. But the balls that the publisher, not the developers of the game, but the publishers, they decided to go into going to the game store. And the reason is because the revenue split is bigger. I get it. You want to make money, and nobody's blaming you. You put a lot of time, you put a lot of money. You're going to want to go to a place and a platform that does offer a bigger revenue split. The problem is this is where our boy Julian comes in, because he gives us a little bit of bad news, and this video has since been unlisted. And if you see the downvotes, and of course, here is the announcement. After they raised the money, after backers, any backers? 10,314 people helped you raise money. 765,000. Up to 2 million thanks to outside funding. Your game is up. And now you're decided to take your ball and chain and go to where Fortnite is. Okay, Julian. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm Julian Gollop, the creative director of Phoenix Point and the CEO of Snapshot Games. I have some major news to share. We have signed a deal with Epic Games to bring Phoenix Point exclusively to the Epic Game Store for its first year of release on PC and Mac.
Well, Julian, on behalf of the non-XCOM fans, I'd just like to say that even if this wasn't an XCOM spiritual sequel, I say what you've just done may be one of the biggest dick moves I have ever seen in my life. That is like Chris Roberts taking in thousands of dollars for starships and the game still being in freaking alpha levels of deception. I mean, this is incredible. This guy goes out and tells you he's going to give you this. And he tells you you're going to get it on Steam and you're going to get it on GOG. 2 years ago, the Epic Game Store wasn't a thing. Last year, the Epic Game Store becomes a thing. And then people start taking their games there because they're going to get a bigger revenue split. But because Epic wants to stick it to Steam, they're like, oh, but you just have to be here for 1 year. Say no. Say no. Just say no. And then just offer yourself your platform there. And then just offer it everywhere else. What's the harm? The big difference between Exodus, Metro Exodus, and you, Julian, is that nobody crowdfunded Metro Exodus. So the publishers decided to do it. It was a business decision. When you use other people's money to help you fund your game, and then you tell them, oh, now that we got the game pretty much done or almost done, we're going to go to where we can make a whole lot of money. But, oh, what's that? Oh, that's okay. You could just go to the Epic Game Store, get it there, and deal with privacy data things that they might be breaking and not get a lot of the features that you would on something like Steam or GOG. Epic Game Store is lacking a lot of that stuff. So now you got to deal with another launcher, with another service, and have to pay Epic to get a game you were originally going to get when you backed it up. I'm telling you, Julian, you're not looking good, man.
This deal is a real game changer for our studio because, thanks to Epic's support, it is certain that we will be able to update and expand Phoenix Point for years to come. We want to share our success with all our backers who have helped get us here, so we have a very special benefit to announce. If you backed or pre-ordered Phoenix Point at any time since our crowdfunding campaign until today, you will receive a year of free DLC. That's right, every piece of paid DLC we release for Phoenix Point during our first year will be automatically added to your Epic Store account when you redeem your key.
Free DLC. That's all you have to offer for the people who you betrayed. Free DLC. Yeah, great. The first year of DLC is absolutely free. If you make the DLC, if you release the DLC, and that's after you wait a year to get this game. So your logic is, oh no, we're not going to give them this game this year, so because they have to go get it through a service they don't want to use. But fear not, we're going to give you free content for a game you don't want to play until it comes out on the platform that you want to use it. And that's assuming that you do come through with the DLC, which you already betrayed everybody by selling out to Epic. Why should anybody believe you?
I realize some of you will have backed or pre-ordered Phoenix Point with the expectation of playing it on a specific platform, and this certainly changes things for you.
Yes. Yes, it does. You are speaking the truth, Julian. You are speaking very much truth.
So if for any reason you are not happy with this change, we will be very happy to offer you a full refund, and I apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused you.
Apologize for any inconvenience. You caused the inconvenience because you went to Epic. You offered your game to the Epic Game Store. You caused the inconvenience, Julian. It's just you. But you're perfectly fine giving people refunds. And you know why he's okay with giving people refunds? Because the sweet money that he's getting from that big, long revenue split is going to make the people who are complaining, those 10,000 peons that I don't need anymore. 10,000 people. This game is going to be bought by thousands. This right here is how you torpedo your company before your first game is out. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. And as you'll see, he doesn't understand why people are mad.
If you have any questions, check out the FAQ below for answers, and we will also be hosting an AMA on the Phoenix Point subreddit tomorrow. So please stop by and we'll do our best to answer any more questions you have for us.
Which he doesn't. Now, a little bit of, yes, I'm going to keep plucking your ads. So, there's an article on Eurogamer, which apparently faced backlash, considerably and deserved, about taking it exclusive, and he says it was never their intention to scam anyone. Well, let's see. If you weren't intended to scam anyone, well, the other explanation isn't any better. You took the money from Epic, just said, screw people on Steam, screw people on GOG, screw the 10,000 backers who were expecting to get those game codes. Now it's screw you, it's Epic Game Store, or wait a year. That is not good. Well, he says here that apparently while backers with the Steam key after the first year, in addition to their Epic key, they will also get 3 DLC packs for free, and he'll give you a free refund. Now, he also went to Discord and social medias, shows backers are upset. He offered an explanation in the AMA. I'll show you in just a moment. Now, the AMA has fallen in deaf ears. And I'm going to show it to you right here. And here's the AMA. And here is the first thing. Okay. If we redeem our backer keys on Epic, can we redeem it again on Steam GOG when the game becomes available on these platforms? Yes, you will get a Steam or GOG key after the first year, in addition to your Epic key. Okay. You're getting your Steam key and your GOG key. What's the point? If you've already forced them to buy the game on freaking Epic Game Store, or redeem your backer keys on Epic, then what's the point of getting your Steam key then? Also, what if you don't give them your Steam key? At that point, you're lying. And guess what? There have been times where people have not gotten their codes for games that are backed up. What sort of DLC are we expecting in the first year? Will this be content that didn't make the stretch goals? Will it be mostly cosmetic or substantial gameplay content additions? There will be at least 3 major DLC packs. First will be the Sea-based missions pack. Other contents will include new storylines, factions, alien threats, and game mechanics. Did you have the funds and resources necessary to complete the game with the promised content for release in September prior to making the deal with Epic? This is a very important question, because sometimes when people go and make these sort of deals, it sort of kind of is like they're we need the extra money. We need Epic to help give us more of the revenue split to keep us afloat. Julian Gollop says, yes, we did, but the Epic deal will help the game in several ways. It also commits more to the launch without risk and more to supporting the game immediately post-launch. That's the boilerplate, automatic, press the button to get that automated response that Julian's been giving everybody. Don't worry, it's just going to help us in the future. It's great for the game. It's great for the game. Except for the bad reputation that you have now, the reputation of a liar, a reputation of someone that just took the money. All right. Did you evaluate the impact of switching to Epic and the exclusivity deal on Fig and Fester returns during this negotiation period? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. They're asking if they were aware that they were going to get backlash. Julian says, our Fig investors will definitely get the best return possible. If you are a Fig investor, please contact Fig directly because we can't share confidential information here. And in a video that I saw from Young Ya, apparently in their Discord, which I'm afraid I don't have right now, apparently they knew this was going to cause backlash. Whoop de freaking do. Did you approach Epic or did Epic approach you? We approached Epic. Here's Julian Gollop, CEO, lead designer of Phoenix Point, CEO of Snap Games, admitting they went to them. And to think that they didn't expect their game to be locked in an exclusivity deal. Apparently, there's talk that, oh, no, they didn't expect to be locked in for a year. No, they just went there to put their game there as in another platform. Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah. The big revenue return from them, you weren't going to get asked to be exclusive for them, like Hades or like Metro Exodus. No. You didn't expect that. You didn't expect. Have you had any indication from Valve or CD Projekt Red that they will not host your game on their platforms because of your deal with Epic? He says no. Apparently, I'm not sure if Epic, I'm not sure if CD Projekt Red or even Valve would have objected to having their game there. I do think that after what you did, Julian, I'm sure that this is probably going to cause some issues. But okay, here you go. Point of clarification regarding question 5. Did you all approach Epic about just a distribution arrangement or about the exclusivity agreement? And then this is where Julia says, just about putting the game in the store. And then Jarnis says, so why didn't you just do that without any exclusivity bullshit? Why could you not negotiate a deal where the existing backers are not a part of force-feeding Epic bullshit, which no one wants? I could live with a standalone installer delivered to already paid backers if you really can't sell it elsewhere because you made a dumb deal. And then Cervix says, because they got a big enough check to justify burning bridges with the people who made this project possible in the first place. To him, it might really be in the best interest of the employee and the game, even if it's at the cost of his integrity. Yes, Julian, why didn't you just say, no, we're not going to get the game exclusive. We got this game crowdfunded. See, the right answer would have been, well, you see, Epic, here's the situation. We've got 10,000 followers, backers, and we told them that we didn't want it to put this exclusively here because we promised them because without us, without them, we would not be here. So you could piss off. We'll just won't put your game here. No, of course not. No. Fuck 10,000 people back to your project. They don't matter anymore, right? They don't matter to Julian Gollop, the creator of XCOM. Because now you've got your money, and now you are going to get a bigger revenue split from the sycophants who have been waiting for this game and didn't back your project. And guess what? They're already asking for refunds. Those refunds that you've been asking for. Go to Fig to do it. Okay. There's just a ton of good answers here. This right here just ensured that your community will never trust you again. They didn't come to you with a pile of money in exchange for the game. You literally went to them and asked them how much they would give you for your dignity. And and Julian doesn't see past this. He's just like, no. We went to them. It's their fault that we ended up. You know what I would have done if you had integrity or any dignity? Well, you know what I would have done? I would have just told Epic to stuff that year exclusivity and just not release the game there. Release it first on Steam, release it first on GOG, and then come back to them. And then if Epic says no, fuck them. That's it. That is beyond absolutely just incredible. Then there's another one here. It says a bunch of people here. This is the original comments. Everything wrong with the current situation. And then it says, may be upset. You're smarter than that. We get you need money. Many of us understand that for you, this is basically your dream game. But how you have done your original backers is downright dirty. Only time will tell, but this will potentially be a long-term loss given the massive hit to your reputation. And just keeps going. Just keeps going. Here's another quote. Here's someone called Davilo says, you guys got the money but destroyed your community. Congratulations. It is disgusting how this community was played and lied to. It is sad to say because of all of the developers that probably cared about the game. But I hope Phoenix Point serves as a lesson to stop manipulating backers. Also, fuck Epic Games and fuck Tencent. Tencent is the people who are like a minority investors, but I think they also have people on the board of Epic. They own Epic Games. Tencent are also the people who own Riot, and they're a terrible company as well too. And then this last one here, it says, what the defenders don't seem to understand. Epic doesn't care about Phoenix Point. They did not pay a massive bag of money because they thought Phoenix Point would be an incredible game that they couldn't possibly miss out on selling. The point of this deal is not for people to buy just Phoenix Point on the Epic Store. It's to install it and keep using it, is to force grow its user base. Snapshot did not sell Phoenix Point to Epic Snapshot sold its backers and supporters to Epic. They said, look at all this interest we have. We can bring them to your store. Snapshot uses backers to finance the game, then sold them down the river for a profit. Now, maybe you don't care about being turned into a product to be sold, but you really, really should. Oh my God. And then here's a couple of extra comments, and I'm going to finish this up very soon. But it says, I think what makes this particularly galling is how they basically used us backers for an interest-free loan. That sounds absolutely, positively heartbreaking. And that's essentially what came to pass. They took our money, developed to the point where it was mature enough to attract external investors, then totally changed the game plan and fully expect us to withdraw our cash, since they are now out of their high-risk phase of the project that nobody but us actually fans would back, and have a mature product that's been guaranteed external funding. They conned us into lending them the money and maneuvered it so that we'd be sitting on the bill if the development project failed for a game that sold itself based on community involvement with backers, bills, and all. This is just awful. And then, of course, here is what Julian Gollop has to say. And this is boilerplate. I don't think that Julian actually means any of this, because as previously stated, they're past the point of being worried. So why on earth do I have to care anymore? For the backers who were upset by our switch of delivery, we are truly sorry. It was not our intention to scam anyone. The best we could do is offer compensation in the form of free extra content, which will be delivered throughout the first year, blah, blah, blah. No, Julian, that is not the best that you could do. The best that you could do was give the backers what they originally wanted, and then you can get the other stuff done. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is exactly why you should be absolutely wary of crowdfunding. Man goes, promises you that your game is going to be given to you on a specific platform. You promised them this game was going to be given to you. And now you're force feeding them to go into an environment they don't want to use, an environment that has not proven itself yet, and a platform that simply is just trying to get as many games exclusively to them so that it sticks it to Steam. But what they didn't count on, what Epic didn't count on, was the massive dick move this was. You, Epic, might not have a problem with all of this. You don't care, obviously. You clearly don't. But Julian Gollop, this one's for you. Sir, you've just fucked yourself. You realize that, right? You realize that? You realize that what you have done is fuck your company in the ass. You've ruined your reputation. You've ruined your company's reputation on this first game. I'm not going to get Phoenix Point because I don't want to give you any money. I don't care how much of an XCOM like-ish kind of game it is, like a spiritual successor. I don't care anymore because you are a liar. You are a profiteer. You betrayed the trust of your investors your investors, your backers, you betrayed them. And now all you have to say is you're sorry. I'm going to give you free DLC for the first year. And then if you back this up, you'll get the code eventually as well too. Well, some people aren't going to see this as a big deal because you could always still just get the game. It's like Metro Exodus, you could always just get the game. Except that everybody was expecting to get it, and then you have to force people to go to the Epic Game Store when they don't want to go to the Epic Game Store. A game, it's either that or get an Xbox or get a PlayStation and then get the game, or wait a year. You know, I have no critiques about the Epic Game Store in terms of functionality because I don't use it. I don't intend on using it. I don't intend on supporting Snapshot Games or Julian Gollop or anything, because the reality is, if you support these people, and unfortunately, the developers are also going to suffer because their stupid ass CEO and president decided the money was better. Oh, it's better for the game. For the game? No! We're thinking of you. You don't, honestly, you're not going to tell me that with the reputation, with how things have been recently in gaming, you couldn't foresee this as a possibility, Julian? It doesn't matter really anymore, because I'm pretty sure you just torpedoed your reputation. You are another Peter Molyneux, another Sean Murray. You're pretty much up there with an EA executive. You promise something, you take people's money, and then you turn your back on them. That is who you are now. Joy. Or better yet, fuck off. Hey? Julian, I bid you a good night. And if you guys like this video, let me know down in the comments. It's a long one, but there was a lot to unpack. And since I'm not doing my live casts recently, might as well just get you guys a big chunk of something that has happened. So, guys, let me know what you think. If you like the videos, leave any comments below, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and if you guys want to see more, let me know down below, and I'll start pumping, try to pump as many videos as I possibly can. So, guys, you guys take it easy. Take care. My name is Fico. That was my gaming mind. And Julian. Oh, Julian. What are we going to do with Julian?